Welcome back to the Four Seasons Show. I am Ryan Magdziarz. Zak Noble is to my right. What's up, Zak?
I'm here. I'm live. Looking live.
We are going to talk today. Well, first of all, before we talk about anything, I don't even know if you watched, but I owe this to everybody I was talking shit to.
Ooh, I'm interested. Shit talking.
I need to
9 a.m. breakfast. Let's go.
Yeah. I need to apologize on behalf of Zion Williamson. Did you happen to watch the Duke game?
It was something unbelievable, out of this world. But yeah, I mean, you were talking some shit. I mean, he did only attempt 1 3 and then still got a pretty slow release, but it went in.
1 for 1.
Yeah, I mean,
literally all that matters.
I don't think he needs to prove anything else, needs to do anything. But
I'm not apologizing for the fact of his shooting, because I still have question marks about that. But he is a fucking freak.
Right.
I have never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
He's 285 pounds.
No, he literally, like, everybody's trying to compare because that's what people do.
He has no comparison.
He's the one guy you can put like 8 guys into.
He has no comparison.
No, not one.
We have never
one-on-one direct
seen this
comparison,
in the human race before.
Right, but
have you seen anything built like a fucking fire hydrant? That's 285 pounds. That explosive. 45-inch vertical leap. He can dribble. He can
fire
move.
hydrant that's exploding. Like, that's putting out fires. Like, that dude is fire. I mean,
I've never seen anything like it. Nobody's ever been like that.
But I'm taking Cam Reddish. Not Cam Reddish. I'm taking RJ Barrett.
Cool.
Still taking RJ.
Awesome. I am telling you that he defies physics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, but will it last?
How his body is made up.
Will it last? I mean, can his body
whole body
hold up
is just
like that?
muscle. It's a ball of muscle.
Are we sure his body is muscle?
Yes.
We're positive on that?
I mean, it could be made in the lab.
I'm just thinking he's got superpowers because that body doesn't look muscly. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of guys that are really strong that don't look muscly. Yeah, I know, I get it. I'm probably one of those guys, but
wait a second. What did you say?
I'm strong. It might not be goozing out of me, but
so you're a strong guy.
I'm built tough.
Do you lift weights?
I do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's 285 pounds, 45-inch vertical leap. He's the fastest guy on the floor.
Right.
He is the strongest guy on the floor. I was bashing him to be like a poor man's Julius Randle before.
Yeah, that was
I didn't understand that he had basketball skills. Now, granted, I said all of this stuff when I had never watched him play. I've only seen YouTube clips, and I thought he was just a dunker. But he literally has basketball moves. He's bringing the ball up as the point guard in some sets.
Oh, yeah.
He crosses over fucking big man from Kentucky, Reed Travis, I think his name was.
Minnesota guy.
And literally, he turned his head and he was at the rim dunking.
Yeah. I think the one thing that stood out about Duke in general is these guys look like they've played together. Like, they had the biggest summer tour. Like, I thought this could be the case because their summer tour was something like unlike anything I've heard
I
of.
haven't even touched on how much I love their team.
Through Canada, I mean, I don't know. I don't normally overreact like this, but I mean,
this is the best college basketball team that I've seen in the first game of the first season in my life.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Their aggressiveness, their passion,
right?
Their motor,
they love to
their
play
selflessness.
Together. Yeah, they're a team.
They don't care who gets the spotlight, who gets the points. After every single dunk or lay-in or three, they were dapping each other up. They were screaming in each other's faces. Their energy is unmatched. Kentucky was like, holy shit. What are we playing right now?
Yeah, let's talk NBA. I mean, Zion, I'm ready to see him take down people, destroy people, but it's going to be a fun journey. We'll be documenting a little bit. We'll have guys on the show to talk about it, but
I just wanted to get that out there because I was wrong.
Had it all built. I respect that.
Top 5 city jerseys is our top 5 segment today. Every single city jersey came out as of yesterday. We were waiting on a few. I think the Cavs dropped yesterday. I think the Rockets' ugly-ass Chinese uniforms dropped yesterday.
Easy.
But we're going to do a top 5. Now, we'll pull it up on the screen here. We have a tweet from DefPin, and I think J.E. Skeets later pulled it up and tweeted about it. But it very clearly shows all 30 NBA city jerseys on here. And we're going to dissect it. Give us your top 5, Zach, NBA City jerseys.
Yeah, so the oversight of this compared to last year, I think they're very close. I'd say
There's improvements.
Right. The best of the best, I'm going to say, are better this year. I think overall last year, they might have been better because there's some really bad ones in my opinion. But the best ones for me...
Go 5 first.
All right. I was going to 1, honestly.
Don't do it.
All right, so Utah, same as last year. They made my list. I'm a guy that likes bright, colorful, different jerseys. That's just something that gets me going, I guess. So Utah, I mean, I like the orange and the yellow, and
so Utah's your 5.
bringing them together. So Sacramento, another colorful one, but also representing Kansas City a little bit.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go there with that. But it says Sacktown.
Right.
I wish it said Kansas City.
Right.
Would be so
hot.
sick.
That would have been hot.
If it said Kansas City, it's my number 1, no question, to even have this segment.
You know, I felt that way about the Timberwolves, but they made my list. They didn't come in at number 1. So number 3 through 1 is basically tied for me. These are the 3 far and away better than everything else, in my opinion. They would be the only ones I'd for sure buy, no doubt. So Oklahoma City, the Indian heritage.
Sick.
They made that perfect. I mean, it's got a cartoon feel, but also you can tell the heritage is there. Russell Westbrook's already got the illest shoes to go with it. Love it. I like that blue. That blue's close to our blue too, so it all goes.
Our blue?
Kinda.
No!
Ryan thinks it's green. I call that
seafoam green. This is blue. Keep going.
Seafoam. See, when I think of sea, I think of blue. But
literally, if you are not familiar with colors and the crayon box, seafoam green is a green color. It's not meaning the ocean.
All right, number 2 coming in, the almighty purple. I wish the jerseys were more purple, but Prince. I'm a big Prince guy, being from Minnesota.
You're the most non-biased person in the world.
Yeah, exactly. I put him at number 2.
You sense my sarcasm.
I put him at number 2, though. Mm-hmm. So that helps my cause there.
Okay.
So the Wolves coming in hot there with Prince represent. The unveiling ceremony was kind of funny. If you had a chance, go look at how they went about that. It was interesting. Glenn Taylor, Prince's homestead. Interesting, to say the least. All right, and then number 1 for me, another music shout out. Biggie Smalls, one of my favorite rappers of all time, in my top 3 rappers. But that color wave around the sleeves, I've always liked that with any team, whether it's the old school Knicks, the Timberwolves doing that with the trees. I'm always a sucker for the outline of the armpits.
You like the pits, huh?
Yeah, I like the pits.
That's weird. All right. Coming from you, that's an okay list.
All right, I'll take
it. And yeah. I'm okay with that. I haven't really ranked mine yet.
Oh, God.
I've looked, and I like a lot, but I haven't narrowed it down yet. So we're going to go on the fly here. At the number 5, I like the Atlanta Hawks.
Interesting.
It goes against everything that they've done in the past. And I'm not crazy about red and yellow and black and trying to do so much with the triangles on their jerseys. Are you listening or are you texting?
Oh, I'm looking at this jersey right here.
Okay. Yeah. I like the wings on the side, and I like the black and gold.
I do. I mean, makes me think of the Toronto and the Drakes. I do like that color combo. I do, but it just doesn't make me think of Atlanta. What's the story behind it? Because that's what I want to know.
I don't know the story behind it, but I just like the look of it.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I know the stories are out there, but I wish they were more out there, I guess.
So number 4, I'm going to go ahead and say I like Phillies. I love gray. Alternate gray is it's me. It's my thing. I love gray. I'm all down for a nice grout fit. This has the Philly stars on it. It's based on Rocky, I'm pretty sure. They had a little promo with boxing gloves and shit. That's my number 4. My number 3.
What is a gray gone bad for you, though? Have you seen a gray gone bad?
Yeah, if you wear mismatching colors of gray, like a light gray pants and dark gray top, that's like you're just lounging at home being a couch potato. That's gross. Wow, somebody's going to have to get left out here. Number 3, I'm going to go Pistons. They're classic black and gray, silver and gray, metallic Motor City jerseys with the racing stripes in the middle.
Somebody get Ryan some more gray.
So simple. It's chromed out. It makes me think of cars, Motor City, Detroit.
I was going to say that's gray gone bad. I mean, I do like how they use Motor City, but, geez.
It's black and gray.
The butt stripe right down the middle. I mean,
well, this doesn't go as any surprise because we don't see eye to eye on literally anything. So this is perfect. Number 2, I have the Brooklyn Nets, which is the only one we still have in common.
There we go.
Shout out to Biggie Smalls. The trim
surprises him every
is
time.
Incredible. And number 1, which is unfathomable that you don't have this on your number 1 on your list at all, your top 5. The Denver Nuggets.
They crossed. They were in my.
They absolutely crushed this. The classic rainbow, but if you look closely, it's like a digital dotted rainbow.
Yeah, it's cool.
All the way wrapped around the back with the skyline of Denver in that same. That it's insane.
They easily tie for like my 4 through 7. I have those tied, but like the reason why I didn't put them in there is because it wasn't different, wasn't something new I've seen, and that's where I left a lot of them out. The Utah one was tougher because same as last year, but I just liked it so much.
So the Sacramento one is something new that you've seen because
that's why I said that 4 through 7. That's where the only 3
I gotcha.
top 3 stand out.
Utah is exactly the exact same as last year.
Exactly. Game. What was your favorite game last night?
Bucks Warriors.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because Giannis is KD's daddy.
Okay, to explain more, please.
They had no answer for Giannis. I know Draymond was out.
One game you're calling him daddy?
Yes. I know Draymond was out, but the Warriors have no post presence.
Did you watch Draymond's face all night? Draymond's?
Draymond's, yes. I don't know who Draymond is.
Draymond and Raymond?
No.
But his face would just look like it was in awe. Like, looked like he was just fried or something. It never changed the whole night. It was classic. Yeah, that was funny.
Well, Giannis literally abused anybody that was on him.
Right. I don't know, man. The Warriors, I mean, the Bucks didn't even play great last night. They just played solid to me, and they just got it done. It shows a lot for what the Bucks to come. Eric Bledsoe, I thought, played really good.
Which was weird.
Right,
I started him on FanDuel last night. He won me a lot of money.
Good.
But why did he play well? I hated him in my starting lineup at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, and the only reason I could come up with, I mean, I tried going back on a couple plays, but, like, I think
he shot better. He distributed way better.
I think
usually he makes some stupid ass plays.
Yeah, I think the Warriors, I mean, just one of those games that didn't come out ready. I hate saying that about teams because there's way more that can go into it, but the Warriors are just so good that, I mean, they can
coast.
They're gonna have a couple of those games all year.
So my theory is on FanDuel, I play a lot of players in primetime games where they're going to be either on TNT or ESPN.
Okay.
With them knowing that the whole world or the whole nation is going to be watching them. Whereas you don't want to start guys random off games in Phoenix where they just are playing ho-hum basketball.
Yep.
So this was a national TV game. I figured they would show up. They're at home. They're playing Giannis, who is... The Bucks are like one of the best teams in the East. I think they're the 2 seed right now behind Toronto.
Yep.
I thought they would be ready to play.
Yeah. The Bucks, I mean, what was crazy to me the other game is the game before this, they played Portland, and Dante DiVincenzo, they had him on CJ McCollum the whole game, and it was unreal.
He was playing Twister.
Yeah. Like, I was in shock. Like, how bad of a coached game that was. CJ McCollum was just pissed off the whole game because he's got this rookie on him, and he just toasted him.
Yeah.
Absolutely roasted him.
CJ had
it was a great response.
Breakout game.
Yeah, it was a needed game for sure. CJ's been struggling a bit, but...
Jordan Schultz, boy.
Exactly. Who else played good deal last night? I mean...
Carmelo Anthony.
I was talking Bucks Warriors.
Okay, well, let's talk Carmelo, your boy.
God.
Because what the hell is he doing?
Hey, he's had a couple good games, man. Nobody talks about those.
Okay.
He's had a couple of good ones.
Okay.
But
so you're going to still stand for him. You're still going to say this is going to work in Houston. You're still on the Carmelo Anthony
yeah, I haven't
bandwagon.
left. I haven't left yet. I'm not saying I don't have any expectations for Carmelo, man. I don't. I do think he's going to be fine. I don't think he's going to ruin this thing. But
should we get on NBA and tell him the stat line for last night for those of you that couldn't catch it? 9.1% shooting.
Yeah,
that's 1 for 11.
He's not a very good player right now. He's not. He's just very inconsistent.
At least you're saying that.
Oh, I'm gonna speak the truth. I mean,
he played 20 minutes and 23 seconds last night.
Paul George
and a 18-point loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder without Russell Westbrook.
Right.
He had 2 points and 5 boards, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. He shot 1 for 11 from the field, did not get to the free throw line.
Minus
0
22.
for 6 from 3, and was a minus 22. You nailed it. That is the worst on the team, minus 22.
Was that Marquise Chris's first game he got minutes?
No.
Let's see.
But back your boy up. What's going on?
I have no. I mean, he's had a couple good games. Yeah,
you can't do it.
Marquise Chris, that was only the third game he's played in all year.
Well, you're about to see a lot more of him.
Yeah, if Melo keeps playing like that, absolutely.
Right. I think Houston's in trouble.
Already, wow. They just got James
Already?
Harden. No, they were playing really good before last night. They had 2 great games in a row, man.
Put them in the Western Conference Finals.
Where have you been? I mean, it's the same with the...
At the very beginning, before the season even started in September, when I pegged Steph Curry as the MVP, I also said that the Houston Rockets are in trouble and I hate their roster.
Exactly. So you might... I mean, you're looking decent right now. I mean, you also said the Thunder were your team.
So you said already. Well, yeah, they are.
The thing is, they didn't have James Harden. Now you got to give them a chance
Last
to gel.
night they didn't?
No, a couple games they were losing, man. Like, that's why you can't overreact this early in the season. The Rockets, when Harden came back, this is the first game they haven't looked great with Harden being back. They'll be fine. I'm not worried about it yet.
Their whole roster outside of CP3 and Harden is new and can't play defense.
So outside of the Rockets, I mean, they're your team, obviously.
Any rebuttal to what I just said, or are we moving on?
Outside of what?
Outside of James Harden and Chris Paul, their whole roster is new and can't play defense.
PJ Tucker, man?
Besides PJ Tucker, too. The one that they wouldn't trade for Jimmy Butler.
Right, that's so funny. You know...
You don't see that as a problem. The proof is in the pudding.
I do, but I just think their offense is going to be... Defenses haven't been great overall this year. I mean, they haven't been. Like, we won't know till the... I'm not going to go crazy till the end of the year because Clint Capella hasn't even been great on defense this year. So I need a couple more weeks for this to play out. Mike D'Antoni, his interview with Zach Lowe was tremendous. Like, the dude just doesn't... Seems like he doesn't have a pulse at times, and he goes with... He knows how... He's been around the game long enough. He understands, and... They'll figure it out. Houston.
All right. Agree to disagree.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Add it to the list.
I'm going to tell you this right now. The only team right now I'm really, really worried about, and yeah, I'm going to stand by this right now, and that's the. Oh, I mean, I'll add Minnesota in there. But that's a given. That's a given. I'm going with Washington.
I am
Wizards
not that worried about Minnesota
because you didn't have them in the playoffs in the first place.
Right. I mean, they're going to stay there.
Neither did I. But
you don't like what you're seeing from Derrick Rose? He's fucking back.
Right, but like the
rest...
He
is back.
At the sacrifice of the rest of the team. I mean... But here... Yeah, and with the Derrick Rose stuff, now we're transitioning over to that.
We're here. We've been here. No transition.
No, he's not... Like, this back thing, like... He's good. He's a new, improved, different player. He's good. He's back to being good. He's not the same Derrick Rose, so he's not back.
Oh, he's back.
No, he's definitely not back.
He is back.
Dude.
From 5 years ago.
Absolutely not.
Book it.
If you're watching any remotely Derrick Rose, his game is completely different.
100%.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Back would be to him being the same player.
No. Back is him rising from the dead.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a great story. It's amazing.
Amazing. You have no heart. Derrick.
I have no heart.
If you're listening to this or watching this, he's not a true fan.
Yeah, right. Get out of
here. He
can
shoot. His confidence is the number one thing that's back. That's what I'm saying. He is a new player.
New play. There you go.
Lights
Thank
out.
you.
The leader of that team. Jimmy can fuck off.
I wish
I'm more of a Timberwolves fan now than ever before.
Because Derek, were you a big Derrick Rose fan in the beginning?
Yes.
Interesting. No, there's nothing. This is probably the coolest story of the year, wouldn't you say, player-wise?
Maybe.
Player-wise, there's a great chance at it. Wiggins has even been shooting the three ball pretty decent.
New leader.
A lot of
leading the young guys. Don't have to watch himself and be aware of every corner. Jimmy Butler's lurking.
He still looks lost out there, and it's still so streaky. It's just a couple more of his threes have been falling. His field goal percentage overall hasn't been great. One thing I want to talk about last night, let's go back to last night. My favorite game was the best game of the night, the Celtics. I never will count the Celtics out. The Suns just started coasting. They started just trying to keep that lead and not pressing on it. And that's the one thing, like, people should know by now more than ever in the Brad Stevens era, you have to keep pressing on that pedal. You can't just start coasting at the end. Like, can you come up with a better team that's been able to come back as many times as the Brad Stevens Celtics teams?
This was against Phoenix.
I don't care. They do this against everybody. Like, for instance, if they were playing the Bucks last night, they would have came back and at least made it a game where the Warriors just end up coasting. Dude, it's what the Celtics do, and that's why they've been so fun on this journey. But Kyrie Irving, I got to ask you this.
Played really well last night.
Yeah, 39 points. I mean, he's coming around like no other the last 5 games. It's from his really shitty start. It's crazy. Him and John Wall started playing good after they shaved their heads.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I mean, I don't like that shit. I loved their hair.
See, I love that shit. Add it to the list.
Yeah, I love the hair.
It's all mental. It's all swagger.
Right.
You look good, you play good.
For sure. Do you think in order for the Celtics to have success, I mean, he has to, be Kyrie where he's moving the ball, things get going in the offense, or just ISO Kyrie where he's dominant? Because that's where they've been having success lately. Last year, he was, share the ball. Great team player, Kyrie. Now, he's gone back to ISO Kyrie, and he's on a tear right now.
I feel like it doesn't have to be calculated. However it's playing out, he needs to do.
I agree, but I do feel like they need to. Their chemistry is not on point right now, and I think he's kind of just monitoring how his teammates are doing.
12 games?
Right. But if we're going to overreact about the Houston Rockets, I'm not overreacting and saying this can't happen. I'm just asking a question.
My theories is why it's not out of left field. Nope. Their roster, you can't deny, cannot play defense, and they're relatively all new.
We've always talked about this roster's built for defense.
The Rockets.
Oh.
My theory about the Rockets is right in front of you.
Right.
It's proven that their new roster cannot play defense. With the Celtics, they have the same roster with 2 of their best players getting thrown back in the mix. So it's going to take time early in the season to figure out how to play together, especially with Kyrie, who in his past has been a ball-dominant guard who creates his own shot.
Yep.
Now he's surrounded with all these guys that can also contribute, and that's the beauty of the struggle with them. To see how Kyrie is slowly getting melted in to play with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Markieff Morris. Marcus
is in Boston.
Marcus Morris.
Marcus.
Al Horford. Marcus Smart. All of them. And I love watching it. And last night, we haven't seen before yet. Kyrie taking over like he did all those times in Cleveland.
He's had the last 5 games he's been dominating.
He scored 39 the last couple games?
He's been up there. He's had
39 is his season high, no doubt about it.
Right.
He looked very different.
Games where
he was the guy who was shooting a good percentage from the field that they went to every time they needed a bucket.
Right. Yeah, Kyrie's the exact example of why you can't freak out too early. 5-6 games in, he was shooting the worst percentages of his life. He just needed to get his legs back. I hope that comes soon for Gordon.
Well, he didn't play all season pretty much last year.
Yeah, exactly. No, he played 62 games last year.
Towards the end, when he was out for the season, he took a longer break than everybody else, is what I meant.
Right, but he played for the majority of the season.
Okay, last one. You want to talk about your sucky-ass Washington Wizards?
Not really.
Okay, there it was, Washington Wizards.